Evander Kane picked it off. Here's Draisaitl working in front, Kane scores! Work it to center. Here's McDavid turning away from Hanifin to the net in front, scores! Big up is Kane again. Evander Kane scores! Hat-trick goal, his second hat-trick.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Full-Time Hockey Oilers Edition. So today's question is, who is next? Who's next to go or come into the Oilers system to balance out this cap issue we have right now? Because we are at the moment, after letting go of Ryan McLeod, the Oilers are negative cap space right now. They are at negative $354,167 in the hole. So they have to shed another $400,000 or so in salary before the season starts next season starts. So what do? Now lots of speculation out there to let go of Kane, trade Ceci or Kulak. So we'll just discuss a little bit today on who we should trade out, or if we can trade him or not. So first on the list, Evander Kane. So this guy is a topic of interest because this guy carries a cap hit of $5.125 million. And in the playoffs recently, he did not play barely any games in the last final round against Florida. And so he had some blame to bear on his shoulders for not helping the team get over the hump. But he was heavily injured, sports hernia and hip problems or something like that. We should blame him and also the management for even letting him play, because he was not up to par. He was like 50% functional or something like that, and he should not have been playing in the playoffs. That spot he had should have been given to somebody fully healthy, somebody fully capable to do their job, score, hit, whatever. But he kind of, I guess, hogged it up, and the management thought that he could do it and somebody else could not, so they let him keep going. Instead, they should have, maybe in January or something, because he said he was hurt all year or very early on. They should have sat him out, gave him the proper treatment, and find a replacement guy to do his job for this year. And then next year, maybe when he comes back fully healthy, he gets a spot again. Now he's the topic of interest because a lot of people want him gone, but do we really want him gone? Let's see what's happened so far with his time in the Oilers land. So in 21, he comes in after that he was let go by the Sharks. All that controversial stuff about his betting and fake vaccine card or whatever to get back to Canada. So he comes in, plays half a season on the side of McDavid, shotgun, 43 games, 39 points. So that was like nearly a point per game production that year. And in the playoffs, he scored 13 goals and was the top scorer of that season in the playoffs. But they fell short against Colorado and could not move on. Then his contract's over because he was a rental that year. And if everybody remembers, most of the fans at that time wanted him back. I mean, like, I can speak for myself. I wanted him back. And I believe a big portion of Oilers fans also wanted him back. But then he was kind of playing a little bit of a game and said, we'll see. And then he didn't sign back right after until free agency started. And he was back for 4 years and he earned a bigger contract at $5.125 million per. So was that a bit too much of an overpay? Probably, but look, he scored a point per game nearly that half year he was there. So they'd expect him to get like 80 points in the next season. However, the next season he did not reach those goals because his season was cut short because he was literally cut. As everybody remembers that horrible accident where Maroon stepped over his wrist and slit his wrist. So he was done for that year basically, and he sat out for 3 months or so and only played 41 games that year and total 28 points. Then in the playoffs they made it to round 2 and failed, so they did not do as good as the year previous, and he did not score as many goals. And so comes last season, where he played 77 games out of 82, and that was probably the highest, or not probably, that was the highest total number of games he's ever played in his career in a full year, 77, and he notched 44 points in total, where he scored 24 goals and 20 assists. So basically he's been a 20 goal scorer throughout his whole career, except recently where he got his wrist slit. So that year he got 16, so if you pro-rated, he'd probably reach 20 and above anyways. So I guess he's holding his he's basically holding his end of the bargain up. I mean, last year he could have done more, but 44 points for $5 million, that's basically 80% reached his goal, I guess you could say. So $1 million for each 10 points earned, that's about right. So what do we do with him next season? Do we want to keep him here, or can we trade him out? Personally, I would keep him because, as many people have mentioned, Evander Kane is a unicorn in this league. His skill set's wide and broad, which not many players have, because he can hit, he's a tough cookie, he can be an agitator, while at the same time he's got a scoring prowess. He can score pretty nice goals when he's fully healthy, I guess. And he's just a tough customer, which the Oilers have been missing for many years. We thought Nurse could be that guy, but I guess since Nurse got his big paycheck, he stopped being that guy. Probably too valuable to hit again and be tough. So we need these type of people on our team so we can stay very competitive, and we've got a guardian or bodyguard for McDavid and Draisaitl. When they're hit, they don't have to fight back. We should have a Kane or somebody back there to back him up. However, on the flip side, he is prone to take dumb penalties, as sometimes he's over aggressive and takes penalties at the worst moments in the games that are very meaningful and sometimes cost the team. Also, his passing skill is not very up to par, as most of his passes are hope passes and end up nowhere except going to the other team. So I guess his most valuable skill set is to receive passes from McDavid or Draisaitl or somebody like that and finish it off by scoring a beautiful goal. But so far, it looks like it's just been working with McDavid, because he scored the most goals riding shotgun with him in the first year here, while when he was playing with Draisaitl, it seemed like it wasn't really working. I'm not sure if it's the speed issues, because McDavid was very fast and Draisaitl was not very fast, and looks like it's not the right fit to play with Draisaitl. So do we want to leave this guy off the table and bring in somebody else, or I don't know? Anyhow, I would value his skills and what he brings. I think last year and maybe after his wrist was slit, he wasn't really himself. He's been dealing with many injuries. That could be a problem, as he's an aging power forward, 32 years of age, and it seems like the dip has started, but I don't know. He seems like he's a tougher guy than most, and his dip in production mainly was due to his injuries, especially after getting his wrist slit by Patrick Maroon there. He almost could have died, so I think we do owe it to him to give him a chance, because he played tough for our team and was in a very dangerous position. So we should honor him a second chance, just for having to have gone through that, which was horrifying. I mean, for anybody getting cut in the neck, wrist, whatever, you can lose your life there. That's no easy thing to go through. Just think about it, it's horrifying. Anyways, I think we should give him another chance. I would like to see what a fully healthy Evander Kane can do with this team that we have now that's totally stacked. If we can keep him there, we have 3 to 4 running lines that are attackable and can score while defending at the same time. So if he's here, the line blender options can be greatly enhanced. And if any injuries do come up in the forward corps, we still have lots of options and line combinations we can continue with if he's still in the lineup. So is he tradable? No, because he's got a full no trade, no movement clause. And he's, I heard lately, he's just been building a new home in the YEG. So he plans to settle here, and he's on a team that's on the cusp of winning a Stanley Cup, which he has not won before. So in his mind, I don't think he wants to leave the Oilers, and he would have to waive his no move clause to be movable. And I highly doubt that he will be doing that unless he's getting like a very good offer elsewhere. And like, I don't know, he's still got 2 years left on his contract, so that's what he's gonna get for the next 2 years anyway. So I don't think he's getting anything more elsewhere. So the likes of him wanting to move are highly unlikely. So can Mr. Jackson, Mr. Magician, can pull something off like he's been pulling off in the late weeks? I don't know. Everything so far has just been in the rumor mill, and nothing has been made official by the team. So everything is speculation so far. But what could be highly possible is that because he's still injured and will require surgery, so probably he won't be playing at the beginning of next year or maybe soon, and he will be placed on LTIR. Now this is an interesting spectacle here, because you know what teams can do with LTIR, especially those cup winning teams, and could we be like another carbon copy of those teams, the Edmonton Oilers, finally doing something that's not very you know, how should we say, fair and honorable or something like that. Anyhow, if we can win, we can win. It doesn't really matter. Those teams want it. Maybe, you know, Kane sits for 82 games in the regular season, and then miraculously on the first day of the playoffs, he's back on the team. I mean, if other teams can take advantage and win that cup, I mean, why can't the Oilers do it? There's no rule imposed yet that we can't do it, because there's no cap in the playoffs. So why not try that and bring us back Lord Stanley, if that's the better option. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for tonight. In the next episode, we're gonna talk about Cody Ceci and what we can do with his cap hit. So thank you folks once again for staying tuned to this video. And if you enjoyed the content, please consider to subscribe and like our channel. You could also comment down below on what your thoughts are about Evander Kane. Should we trade him? Should we ship him out? Or should we just keep him here? Or will he go on LTIR? Leave your comments and feel free to discuss. And we'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.